What's up guys, Woo here, back again with another Division 2 build video guys, welcome back. And today's build is an exceptional tank build for PvE. You're gonna laugh and say, Mr. Woo, you are wrong, this is not a tank build. You don't have a lot of armor, but guys, you can see I have no healing skills on the build. But yeah, I'm very tanky. I'm restoring my teammates' armor, and this is an exceptional team build. Loving this for PvE, and I love just running around the battlefield like a headless chicken, but absolutely creating chaos wherever you go and just buffing your teammates, and that's what you want from a build. Something weird and wonderful. This gives you so much survivability, so much tankiness, and yeah, I'm sure your teammates will thank you when they see this weird and wonderful wacky build. So of course guys, if you enjoy the video, thumbs doodle, it really does help. So if you enjoy it, thumbs doodle. And of course guys, yes, if you are not subbed to the channel, drop the woo bomb on the sub button, ding the bell to be notified when I upload my shizzle. Guys, let's woo this. The build. Now guys, welcome. This is crazy. Off meta. Exactly. It is exactly that. I'm using Technician, and because I'm using that because I want that extra +1 skill tier, and that gives me that, again, 6 skill tiers, and also a bit more survivability. And because, yeah, I'm rolling with a certain chest piece that happens to be an exotic, which is kind of nice, you can see where I'm going now with this build. So Technician, +1 skill tier, great, happy days. But you roll with whatever you want. For me, this is what I want. So I want that 6 skill tiers and I want survivability. So this works. So 0 offensive, 1 defensive, 5 utility stats. 913k armor, 6 skill tiers. Now let's go for the build. Now the mask. The mask is Eclipse Protocol. And I'm rolling with the 3-piece. You're thinking, Mr. Woo, you are a tool. You're not using the 4-piece. That's wrong of you, Mr. Woo. You're running this build incorrectly. Well, guys, I don't need the 4-piece. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Now, with my skills, they do not do damage. They do not kill enemies. They don't. I'm rolling with the shock trap and I'm rolling with the riot foam. So why would I need the 4-piece, which states your status effects now spread on kill? On kill to all enemies within 15 meters and refresh 50% of the duration. Guys, my status effects won't kill. They will just fix in place NPCs for your teammates. You have to, you know it, rinse it like butter. Simple. So I'm wrong with the 3-piece. The 4-piece ain't going to give me any benefit. So guys, yeah, that 2-piece is 15% status effects. The 3-piece is 15% skill haste and 30% hazard protection, which is tasty. Now in terms of the attributes, you can see guys on this, on the mask, the status effects, which is key, and skill haste, which is also key to the build. The second piece of Eclipse Protocol, you can see guys again, it's status effects. Again, it's key. The song remains the same for most of this build. Now the knee pads, the last piece of EP gear set, again 10% status effects. Now we move on to the gloves. The gloves are Wyvern wear, and I'm rolling with a 2-piece, and that's key because skill damage, yeah, it is what it is. You know, there's no damage, but yeah, okay, whatever. But I've got 10% status effects extra, and that's pretty cool. And with this particular pair of gloves, you can see, guys, hazard protection, which does help. It gives me a bit more survivability, of course, and 10% status effects. So a decent pair of gloves. And then we have the backpack. The backpack is the Pigo style sack, yeah, which is Wyvern wear again and again. Don't worry about the skill damage, but I do want the status effects. Now with this 1 skill tier, 10% status effects, 10.5% skill haste. I'd love a little more. Beggars can't be choosers, and 11.6% skill haste mod. But the talent, galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to allies within 20 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. Now 20 meters is a fair bit of distance, to put simply. So you don't have to be next to the NPC. 20 meters distance, I will grant you 40% of my armor because I'm a nice guy. Simple as that. 40% of my armor. Just look at this. 50% of 913,000 is quite simply 457,500. You take away 10% of that. What's that extra 45,000? So we'll just work on the assumption 400k armor I will grant you. So if you're running a tank build, you're going to get a bit more. If you're running a skill build at 726k armor, I'm going to grant you a lot of armor to push you past 1 million. So 1.1 million armor for a skill build, and I'll do that consistently on this build. Stick close to me and I will galvanize you. Happy days, no pun intended. But you can see now this is a really good talent to use on this build. The two skills that I have apply shock and apply ensnare. So there is a cooldown of 10 seconds, and every 10 seconds I will just spam my skills to make sure you are getting a little bit of armor. That helps. And again guys, if you run this with your clanmates, think about the talent Intimidate on the chest piece for that extra whatever % damage you can benefit by that bonus armor. That's also another good way to roll with this talent. Love Galvanize. The chest piece, yes guys, the chest piece is the tardigrade armor system. So with this, I'm getting 170k armor, 8.5% explosive resistance, 4392 armor regeneration, and 12% protection from elites. And that's more survivability for me when I'm facing these big fat tanks. The talent is ablative nanoplating, if that's how you say it. Whenever you or an ally's armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor as bonus armor for 10 seconds. And the cooldown is, per ally, 45 seconds. Killing an enemy with your specialization weapon will reset the cooldown. All allies. That's really, really strong. I like this. I use this on a number of builds that I have a toy with, but this is my first build I'm showcasing using this chest piece because it is integral. It significantly boosts you on the battlefield because that extra 80% armor, which is a shitload, may I add, it's just only going to benefit your teammates and you. Really good talent to have, and that's what makes the build tick. So you have the chest piece, and then you have the lovely backpack working in synergy. You have a really nice build set out. What are the weapons? The prime weapon is the Everlasting Gaze, and I'm utilising this for one reason and one reason only. Not because it's got that lovely shark skin. No, even though it's nice, it's not that. It is the talent Perfect Perpetuation. Headshots grant plus 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. Simple. If you're battling from afar, make sure you pop a headshot, pop a skill. Happy days. You are in a good place. And there's a cooldown of 16 seconds. You can't just continually spam this, but it works a treat. It's just extending that duration for your teammates to take them down quicker. Really nice talent. Now in terms of the attachments on the Everlasting Gaze is critic chance, some extra rounds, and critical hit damage. And then we have the secondary, which is also my primary. I run around with this like a fish out of water, and it's great. It's absolutely great. So you're just running into NPCs, you spam them with your skills, one-shot them with the Sweet Dreams. Brilliant. This is fantastic exotic for this setup. It is immense. I'm utilising it because of the talent Sandman. Melee attacks instantly kill non-elite enemies. And the cooldown is 15 seconds. We know, guys, not every heroic mission will have a shitload of yellow bar enemies. It just doesn't happen. You'll see a lot of purples and a lot of reds. That's what makes this build viable in heroic content. Don't use this in legendary missions. It won't work. You are powerful, but you're not that powerful. But in terms of heroic content, this is a cakewalk. It really is. Really, really enjoying it. And this talent on the Sweet Dreams is beautiful. Shotty is the backup boomstick. Again, it's just equipped, guys. I don't use it. It's there for show. Moving forward, let's take a look at the skills. I'll start with the Shock Trap, which has, hang on, the 8.3 second cooldown. Let's just go over, where are we? Let's get back over here. Let's just enable this bad boy before we go any further. We want a true reflection of these skills. We don't want them You know, that 5,000,000% whatever skill haste. And it's still there. Let's look at this one. That's a bit more generous. Okay, so the right foam chem launch, we'll start with that. Okay, it has 7 ammo, 19.3 second cooldown. The cloud radius is 3.9 meters. The ensnare duration is 17.6 seconds, which is a long time for an NPC to be ensnared. You just simply take them down. The foam health is 1.8 million. Don't worry about PvP. This isn't for PvP. Even though it's cheesy as crap in PvP, it's not for that. This is great. Now, in terms of the mods, I've got ensnare duration and ammo. Simple as that. And that's what I want on the setup. Now, the shock trap still got that lovely 8.3 second cooldown. It's not. It's about 30 seconds, guys. It's about 30 seconds. But yeah, that's the cooldown. 30 seconds, not 8.3. It would be brilliant if it was. 16 traps. The radius is 4.2 meters. The duration is 8.4 seconds and 31.5 seconds as the duration of the shock trap being available on the floor. The good thing with this, guys, the really good thing is, as soon as I throw the shock trap, let's just put this bad boy down, the cooldown will begin. Now they go 31 seconds. Happy days. And you can see I've been buffed of some nice armor because I've shocked just a couple of NPCs. And you can see, guys, how this works now. Once I'm going to lose that armor, where's it gone, guys? Let me shock someone. Is it going to happen? It may do. If not, don't worry. I've got this bad boy that can do that. You can see this is what it does. This is how powerful it is. It's really, really strong. You're just buffing your armor, buffing your teammates. Brilliant. So, back to the shock trap. 30, there you go, as if by magic. Division magic, guys. 32.1 seconds cooldown. That's what you're looking at. In terms of mods on this, we're looking duration and we're looking radius. I wanted a bit of extra radius on there. Now, if we just go through the stats. Again, don't worry too much about your weapon damage. You see, me and my builds, mainly skill builds, there's not a lot of weapon damage. Your skills do most of the work. But with this, it is the Sandman talent that does a lot of the work. It really, really does. You look in the Everlasting Gate, you pop your headshots. You need that because you want that extra bit of status effect duration. And then with your secondary, which is the Sandman, Sweet Dreams, that's what does the damage, the melee one-shots, happy days. And again, utilising both skills in tandem, this is great. The shock trap is up most of the time. Literally, guys, he's nearly always up. And then you have the right foam, which just, yeah, guys, spam it all day long. It's beautiful. So don't worry too much about the weapon damage and all that jazz. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, let's look at the skill haste. Is 55.6%. Because I'm rolling with 3-piece Eclipse Protocol, I do have to sacrifice a little bit here and there, which it is what it is, but I do want the benefits of the nice hazard protection, which is survivability, and the status effects from the gear set. So you see, guys, in terms of my armor regen, it's 4392. I have 47% hazard protection, which is, on a skill build, is good. Is good, and that 12% protection from elites, that's more survivability, and that's, again, exactly what I've got to have on the build. But there you go, guys, this is my build for PvE. This is the shock tank build. Great, it's fun. You run around like a headless chicken, you one-shot NPCs, you set them on shock all the time, and you also foam them bad boys up. This is an excellent build. Off meta, not many people use this, but trust me, use it, abuse it, try it, you will enjoy it. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video, thumbs doodle, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.